Hey YouTube, this is Rescue Amusement Park Fan 62. I hope everybody had a good Christmas and New Year's. It is January the 2nd, 2023. Now, with a season just passing, I thought I would do a video about Dollywood's Smoky Mountain Christmas between Christmas and New Year's about should you go. Now, this is more tips and tricks than anything. So let's get started. First, if you're going to do it between Christmas and New Year's for this coming year, book your room as early as you can. Because what I've learned, those rooms more toward New Year's gets booked really fast. So try and do that as early as you can. Um, I would say probably a good 2, 3 months beforehand. When I've gone to Dollywood in the past, I've always booked about a month to 2 months beforehand, so that way you're guaranteed a room. So when you get to the park, parking opens up around 2 to 2.5 hours before the park actually opens. Unfortunately, the trams aren't exactly running, so you have to do a little bit of walking because the trams don't open till I think 10 o'clock. So you have to do a little bit of walking. Um, and because of that time, it gets extremely busy. Try and get your fast pass or whatever they call that as early as you can because those tend to sell out really fast. Now, this one, uh, depending on how you feel, one of the things Dollywood is known for is their food. So, one of the things you need to do is put your name in for Aunt Granny's or Front Porch Cafe. Maybe Granny Ogles. I'm not entirely sure about that stand in particular. Um, as early as you can because typically by 4 ish that day, they usually cut off uh, reservations if the time is going to exceed park closing. So try and get your name as early as you can. Um, Next, for you drinkers, now because get yourself a souvenir cup. Now, the best things to do is this. Um, they have two types of souvenir cups. They have one for refills for 99 cents after that first day, or for about $30, you can get the all season refill, which will include the Christmas time going into the following year. So that's up to you. And lastly, pack your patience. Now, the lines do get rather long. Lines for most of the roller coasters during that time was around going between an hour and 2 hours. And now it's partially because of the past 2 days beforehand. That Monday, the 26th, they closed early because of snow coming in. And that Tuesday, they were closed completely to remove all the snow and ice. So there's that. So the best thing to do is, like I said, get there as early as you can because the later that you go, you may or may not get to park close. Um, Depending on the parking attendant at the time, too, they may let you through and see if you can find a space. A lot of the times, too, you may have to end up parking at Splash Country, the water park, typically by noon or so. So that is the best thing to do. Now, also with the fast pass as well, you can also get into the shows as well. I'm not entirely sure how that works with those in particular, but you can get into the shows as well, I believe. If you've gotten the fast pass to Dollywood, comment down below if you have or you cannot get into the shows with those. If you are going to go to the shows, the best thing to do is get in line as early as you can for those shows because those lines get extremely long. Uh, Also, the best thing to do is check the weather because the weather can get interesting. So, check the weather. Um, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, put them down below, and I will try to answer them the best to my ability.